Hey, what's going on, guys? Matt here, and I finally got back all my graded orders from Beckett. It took them about a year and a half, or just a little over, for me to actually get everything back. This is stuff I opened from a couple Italian Legends boxes, the Antiquities box that I opened publicly in Vegas 2017. So I did do the non-guarantee, which is to be expected. It's going to be a long time. That's certainly not the biggest deal. Let me see if I can actually cut these things open real quick. This is the lightest package. I know the view isn't fantastic, but you know, I'm trying to not cut myself or the contents. And then what I'll do is here in a sec, I'll stop the camera and then I'm just kind of looking to see if all this stuff is in decent shape. I'll stop the camera and then I'll sort it into sets, and then I'll actually do a preview of like all the cards and everything that I had. So there's some other stuff that's non-Legends, non-Antiquities, miscellaneous stuff that I had that I've either opened or I've just had a long time I decided to send in. So we'll get to see all that. So give me one sec. Let me get this cracked open and organized, and I'll be back. Hey guys, I'm back. It's Matt. And I got everything from the grading order out and semi-organized. I didn't want to spend forever doing it, so I just kind of broke it down to 9.5s or better, and 9s and different things. I'm not going to pull out all the commons that are 9s. I'll just go over real quick. When I say real quick, there's 430 9 or 9.5s in this order. So there's a lot of stuff. But I'm going to go over all the 9.5, just kind of show them. And then I'll start with the honorable mentions of the 9s and stuff like that. This stuff is all Antiquities to start. Then I've got some Italian Legends, a few alpha cards, nothing crazy, and then some other kind of miscellaneous stuff as well. Overall, I was pretty happy with the order. It did take about a year and a half. I'm going to try to figure out where the best lighting is. These are all kind of the like uncommons. Yeah. That stupid glare is going to get me, but oh well. This one I was obviously really sad about. I opened all of this stuff from a sealed Antiquities box. Yeah, this guy got dinged really hard on the corners. I don't know if you can see that there, but got an 8.5 on the corners. Antiquities is probably one of my favorite sets. That's a big part of why I graded so much stuff. And I know a lot of the guys who might watch this that are big into grading already, you know, you're going to know all this, or I'm sure you'll probably already agree with me, but I know some people hate grading because they feel like cards should be played, and I agree. I certainly agree to a point. The thing is that Magic is such a prolific game and such a big part of a lot of people's lives, including mine, obviously, that, you know, time is going to eventually destroy everything. No matter what, even if it's cased or not. The thing is, though, these older cards, if there's nothing left, if everything just slowly erodes over time, all you're going to have is, well, your memories on this stuff. So I enjoy the grading aspect because I can kind of secure it in a fashion. I love playing like old school, and it's what this UD is. Underworld Dreamers is our old school group, and the magic artist Ian Miller did the artwork for the UD for the logo. So I definitely enjoy playing with these cards, but at the same time, I'd like to have something preserved. Urza's Miter. Couldn't get a 9.5 on that one. Same with Taunus's Coffin. As I knock one over here. Just one of those 9 miters. Try to kind of scoot that stuff out of the way. Almost done with the, well, the uncommon 9s, I should say. And I'm not reading off all the names. You can probably pause it, read it, see it. But there's some relatively nice 9s in here. There's those. The only other 9s I included that weren't necessarily uncommons were all the Urza lands. People tend to enjoy all the Urza lands, so I'm just going to kind of set some of these guys out here. My goal with all this, too, is to have a complete Antiquities 9.5 set. And to have an Antiquities, maybe a 9 set. I don't know. Haven't decided what I'll do with all these 9s. And I also, some of the really high-end stuff that came in this box, like I opened a workshop out of this box. Ended up, I graded some of the higher end stuff very early on with a faster speed, with a guaranteed speed. One, it's obviously worth considerably more than any one of these cards, but I was really eager to get them back. The workshop graded a quad 9.5++, so I don't remember what the 2 10s were, but 2 10s, 2 9.5s. Yeah, we're just going to pile those. So all the Urza lands, there's a bunch of them. And then what I'll do with the 9.5s, I'll kind of just try to speed along, but I'm going to separate them. I separated them by color. Here, I'll just lay some of these guys out. Speed this up, because I know people don't want to sit here and watch for forever, quite literally forever. A lot of mines that are 9. Thankfully, my box as well was pretty well centered, almost the entire box. Oftentimes, if you open that first pack or two and your cards are off center, the majority of the box is going to be off center. All right, so that's some of the 5 or 9s, I should say. All right. Oh, yeah, we'll just start with green, whatever. Basic 9.5 crumble. Another basic 9.5 crumble. Basic 9.5 crumble. Just couldn't get, it looks like on all these, yeah, corners all got dinged as a 9. There's a nice quad plus power leech. So here, Any of the quads I'm going to set over to the side. Real unfortunate this guy didn't get a quad. Got a 9 on the surface. Basic 9 power leech again. And another quad plus power leech. So, and again, I know some people's OCD might be going nuts that these cards aren't all in order like all the power leeches, but it is what it is. Basic 9/5 Artifact Ward. Basic 9/5 Reverse Polarity. Quad 9/5. What is that? Argivian Blacksmith? Hell, I don't know how to say it. Another basic 9/5 Ward. Looks like there's a quad plus and another quad plus. 10 edges, 10 centering on this guy. Again, sorry for the glare. It's just working with what I got. Oh, let's see. Basic 9/5. Basic 9/5. 2 10s on this guy, but a basic 9/5. And this guy's a quad 9/5 across the board. Let's see. Basic with a 10. Another basic with a 10. A basic with a 10. And a basic with a 9. Alright, let's see. Let's do blue. Oh, Sage of Latinam, basic. Draftness Restoration, basic, 9/5. Energy Flux, basic 9/5 with a 10. Basic 9/5. Here's a quad, 9/5 Sage. Latinam. Basic 9/5. A quad, 9/5 Draftness. Basic 9/5. Basic 9. I'm sure you're going to get sick of hearing me say basic 9/5 200 times. These are all basic 9/5s. There's a quad. Another quad. Basic with 2 10s. That sucks. Corners got dinged pretty hard. This one centering got dinged. So it's a basic 9/5 with a 10 as well. Just trying to move stuff around without wildly knocking over a stack. Be pretty unfortunate. Basic 9/5. Artifact Possession. Quad 9/5. Yawgmoth Demon. Basic 9/5. Xenic Poltergeist. Phyrexian Gremlins. This one's also pretty unfortunate. 2 10s and a 9 on the corners with a 9/5 edges. Basic 9 again. A lot of 9/5 gates though, which is still pretty nice, but basic 9/5. So quad plus 9/5 on this guy. Priest of Yawgmoth. Basic. Basic. There's a quad priest as well. Basic and basic. All right. Moving along to red. Obviously, this set has a lot of artifacts, so that's where the majority of it's going to come through. There's a quad plus ATOG. Basic 9/5. Basic 9/5. Basic 9/5 Detonate. Another basic 9/5 ATOG. A couple of them. There's actually 2 there. Basic 9.5 with 2 10s. Those are the ones that hurt the most because it's be so much nicer. Basics, all these basics. There's a quad 9.5 Dwarven Weaponsmith. Same here, another quad plus actually. And then this guy, very close to a 10, a quad plus plus, however you want to say it. Quad plus, basic with a 10, basic. There's another quad, Orcish Mechanics, basic. This one is nice, a quad 9.5 Shatterstorm. Basic. Basic, Artisans, and a basic Mechanics. Alright. Alright, here's the 9.5 lands. Basic Bug Power Plant. Another basic plus. Well, basic plus a 10, I should say. Another basic power. So all the looks like all the plants. Maybe I'm not even sure if I have these in order. Another basic 9.5. This one is a quad plus. There's a mine. Basic 9.5 tower. Another tower. That's a 9.5. A 9.5 tower. There's a nice quad 9.5 tower. There's the mountain quad 9.5 and a basic tower. And then I did, let's see, set that guy right there. There's another quad tower. I think that's, yeah, nope, it's the same as the first quad tower. Basic, basic, basic with a 10, quad 9.5 tower. Was that the plains? Then I did get 2 basic 9.5 autumn workshops, factories. Catapult, quad, basic, basic, Silex, a quad Silex, a quad Dragon Engine, basic Soldier, basic Weakstone, basic Chalice. By the way, I should say I did squeeze out a couple 10s in this. You know, this stuff was all open fresh from a box, and obviously, again, any of you guys big into grading already know this, so I'm just kind of preaching to the choir. There's a nice quad plus Suchi, but it's incredibly hard to get, you know, 9.5s, much less 10s. And that's why black labels are so amazing, because just opening a pack doesn't guarantee you anything. A lot of these were dinged for centering. Some of them had some corner issues. Those are the most common things that I'm seeing. Like this one, 9.5, 9.5, 10, but the corner's 9. Basic Dragon Engine. There's a nice quad 9.5 altar. Basic. Basic. A quad 9.5 Jalem Tome. Same here, quad 9.5. Basic 9.5, basic. A quad mite stone. Basic, basic. There's a quad catapult, basic. Quad battering ram. And a quad millstone. Alright, that's stack 1 of 3. Quad. Basic obelisk. No, this one's nice. Quad plus plus. It's almost a 10. Same, well, not same, but this one's a quad plus. 2 10s, but it's a basic 9. Basic 9, basic 9 ornithopters. Basic 9 soldier. So obviously I have a lot of excess extra basic 9s and some quad 9.5 stuff. There's a quad rocket launcher. Basic 9, basic 9, basic 9. I'm just kind of stacking them up in the corner. I don't want this video to go on forever, but hey. Quad 9.5 Yoshin, Suchi. Basic. Quad 9.5 Armageddon Clock. Basic. Scoot those over. Oh, that's actually a quad plus. Quad tablet. Basic. Quad amulet. Crew. Quad Jalem Tome. Basic. There's a battering ram that's a quad. A millstone that's a quad. And another basic with a 10 war machine. Alright, we've seen this stuff. I'm going to scoot it out of the way real quick. Just to free up a little bit of room. There's a basic Wall of Spears, basic Amulet of Krug, basic Ashnods, and then a quad Ashnods. Basic Armageddon Clock, basic Staff of Zegon, whatever you want to. Another basic. There's a nice quad plus Amulet of Krug. Quad plus, weak stone, a basic weak stone, basic chalice. Almost done. Basic chalice, basic with a 10 rack, basic Krug, quad plus Armageddon Clock, basic. A quad rocket launcher. Disappointing basic with 2 10s. Another basic one of those. Ornithopter. And a quad plus tablet. Quad Raccolite. And then a basic with a 10. A basic with 2 10s. And lastly, a nice quad plus rack. Let me grab the only 2 10s I got out of this whole thing. Was a Priest of Yawgmoth. And an Urza's Chalice. Let me scoot this over. I'll show just the last amount of things that I got in this order, because that was all the antiquity stuff. The higher end antiquity stuff that I got, like I got a 10 power artifact, and I got a 10 strip mine, the U1, whichever one is the U1. I think it was with the tower, if I'm not mistaken. And then a bunch of 9.5 strip mines and 9.5. I got 3 9.5 power artifacts from that box and some other stuff. So real quick, I put a minimum grading order on this because, well, I already got enough 9s and 9.5s here. So I put a minimum grade of a 9. And again, for those that already are big into grading and everything, this is kind of a moot point for you. But Italian Legends, the reason I graded a lot of that stuff is because, one, I opened it. It was very nice. This was one that didn't get graded for obvious reasons. Relatively obvious. It might, I don't know if you can see it on camera, but it shows here that the centering is up and to the right. Otherwise, I'm sure everything on here, this card is just beautiful, so I'm sure everything on here is at least a 9. But that centering, I swear, whenever they ran Italian Legends through the die cutters or whatever, through the plant, whoever was in charge of that must have been just drunk, because there's so much Italian Legend stuff that is not miscut, but off center very badly. So here's some of the highlights from the Italian Legend stuff, though. I know Italian Legends, everybody's like, oh, why isn't it in English? Well, back when I was opening stuff, Italian Legends was, one, cheaper, and two, I really liked the rich colors. This is nice. This is a quad 9.5 chains. Oh, let's see, a couple basic 9.5 Pendelhavens. (9.5) Land Tax. Let's see, Chain Lightning. A 9.5 Arcady Sabbath. An Arborea. A 9.5 Hezazon. I think that's how you say it. Hezazon Tamir. Something like Tamar. So far, the only the one quad. Well, there's a quad 9.5 Mana Drain. More chains. Quad plus chains. Quad Nebuchadnezzar. Quad Pixie something. Pixie Queen? Fairy Queen? I can't remember. Basic. Basic. Oh, basic. Tetsuo. Basic reset. A quad 9.5 darkness. Quad plus Caverns of Despair. Italian. Oh, another nice quad plus chains. And a basic 9.5 there. I actually have a lot more Italian Legends stuff that I didn't send. I just haven't sent it in yet because, well, this order took long enough to get back. And let me scoot some stuff out of the way here. There's a bunch of really nice 9 Italian Legends cards. There's one. And this is the only really disappointing one in the entire order. And of course, sorry, I'm walking around the table. Of course, it's a moat. It's a 9. That's not what's as disappointing as, look at that case. That thing has an entire chunk taken out of it. Now, they'll re-slab it for me. But there was only 2, I guess there was 2 cards that the case was kind of messed up. So, that I was a bit disappointed in. Alright, I was trying to keep it under 30 minutes. I know this is a long video. There's an alpha. I just have a handful of like alpha uncommons that I sent in that were nice. Basic 9. Most of these are all basic 9s. Control Magic. Conversion alpha. Glasses of Urza. Nettling Imp. Flash Fires, it's a quad 9. So this card, I got this graded. One, it was pretty nice, but Amy Weber was actually selling this card on eBay. And I was on eBay. I was on my mobile phone. There's a basic shatter. And what ended up happening is it was coming down to the last second, and I wanted to increase my bid. It was only around $30 at the time. So I was like, well, I'll put in a bid of $55 just to max bid at the last second. Well, on the mobile phone app, it doesn't auto include a decimal. So I typed 5500. So I actually bid $5,500 on that card. Last minute, not much I could do about it. Thankfully, somebody did bid on it very heavily. They bid it up to like $130 at the time. I mean, still, that's pricey for an alpha Flash Fires. But I ended up winning it. And, I messaged Amy privately and was like, hey, I accidentally bid like $5,000 on your card, but I'll pay it. That's fine. I'm not going to screw her out of her money and be like, oh, I didn't want to pay this much because, So I went ahead and graded. At least I graded a quad 9. Foil Intuition. This is just some other miscellaneous stuff I sent in. I like to grade reserve list cards. Just in general. I mean, as you can see. Look at that. Dominating listed. This is all stuff as well that I've opened, and I set aside all the reserve list stuff. And yeah, I know. What is this? Hatred is worth a few bucks. Dominating listed, it's not. Same with Exalted Dragon. Deranged Hermit. Now this one is pretty cool. It is a foil Japanese Palinchron. It's a basic 9/5. There's a couple. There's just a regular Tempest Intuition. Oh, here's English Legends. I only had a couple English Legends cards. I thought I had more than I did, but this one's a quad 9/5, which is pretty nice. This is a quad 9/5, which is also nice. And then this is a quad 9/5 too. So some pretty nice Legend stuff. One of the better cards I sent in an Unlimited Raging River. It got a quad plus, so that's pretty cool. And then this, a beta Nevinyrral's disc that got a 9/5. It's a basic 9/5. If you can't see, it got dinged on corners. And then I have a handful of just other stuff that I got graded. Nothing too crazy. I went ahead, I had this laying around. Graded a 9. Cool, I didn't think it would. Foil Japanese Raffellos. Honestly, I don't know why I have some of this Japanese stuff. Hey, look, a 9/5 foil basic Japanese Tinker. And then I had these guys. These are all foil cradles. They all got 9s across the board. They were just sitting there. I refused to play with them. They were pretty nice. They had a few very minor things after looking over them. I even graded, I guess there were a few other decent cards. Like a 9, Isle of Walk Walk. Again, these were some cards that I just had laying around, decided to send in for a grade. 9 Memory Jar. Whoop. Let's see, I got a couple 9 liches, unlimited. You know, nothing crazy, just some kind of cool old cards. I did get a quad plus 9 foil Academy Rector. Like I said, I really enjoy grading just reserve list cards in general, regardless of what it is. This, did they even, oh yeah, they graded it as a plains, but as you'll notice is this is the fairly common but well-known misprint walled with the plains artwork. I had 2 of those that came back as a 9. I opened those out of some German packs, so I decided to go ahead and send them in. So I think that pretty much does it. There's some other random 9s, but nothing crazy. All right, well, thanks for watching, guys. This